Hi, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel and another AeroGarden update. I didn't do an update on the channel yesterday. What I'm going to start to do on the channel now for the AeroGarden is just do updates when I have to do something with it. So today we are finally going to trim the Genovese basil. So I will show you how we trim basil properly. We did it before with the Thai basil, but it's basically the same process with the Genovese basil, but we've got a lot of herbs growing. I'm going to have to trim the dill, which is going crazy. Some of the Thai basil I'll trim back a little bit, and then the Genovese basil we can take a couple of the bigger leaves off there. Everything seems to be growing pretty good, coming up nicely. The mint slowly but surely coming up. But let's take a look at an update, and we'll show the trimming and just where things are. I'm just going to fill up my coffee before we do. All right, so let's get into the update. So we've skipped a day. If you want to go back and catch the prior ones, definitely you can check the playlist of this. I'll leave a playlist link in the video up above. So we are on day 31 planted now, and we have 11 more days until we have to give it some more of the, there it is, the AeroGarden plant food in 11 days. So still a bit of time. So let's just raise the light here and we will show everything where it's at. And we had done some trimming of the dill before, so I didn't show it yesterday, but I actually had to trim some more of the dill off. It is going absolutely crazy. So have some coffee and let's get this trimming. So what I'm gonna do is just get into a bowl. So first off, I'm going to do some of the Thai basil I've got here, and I'm just going to trim off one of those, take that off. So same way as before, just going to look for some spots where it is growing, and we can take it off and leave the two new buds ready to grow. So let's take that one off as well and see if there's anything inside there. No, maybe get one more somewhere. Just have to dig through. It's pretty resilient, so you don't have to worry about breaking it. Don't be too rough, but there we are. So that's trimmed down. That will let that grow a little bit more. Perfect. Let's just see if there's any other ones. No, that's it for now. So same process with we'll go over a little bit closer to the Genovese basil. What we want to grab is leave the bottom leaves that are coming through and just take that off. So there is a nice piece of basil for a recipe. And I'm just going to put that into a bowl. And we might have one more on the Genovese basil here. Let's take off, let's see. I'm gonna leave this one going for a bit longer so these top ones will sprout, but let's take this one off, and there we go. So another nice piece of the Genovese basil. And then we have to cut back some of this dill because I have to raise the camera up. It hits, if I lower the light to where the top of the dill is tonight, it will have grown and it will have touched that. So we really have to trim down some of the dill and cut it back. Because actually you can see, I haven't trimmed it enough and some of the ones on the side are starting to die off. So we're gonna get rid of those. Just clean everything up on the dill. So get rid of those. We're not going to use this part because it's kind of wilted. It will come back, but if you put it in a little bit of water. But I have to just really trim down the top. And what I'm going to start to do, just to encourage some more growth from the bottom, is take some of the stalks and cut them right back. Just some of the taller ones. We don't want to cut the whole. We want to leave some on the plant because we don't want to cut it all back. But it's definitely growing and we need to trim some of it down. Just so it will encourage it to grow a bit more. It sounds weird that we're cutting it to encourage it to grow, but that's kind of what happens. And let's see, got that off. I'm gonna take some more out of the center. Let's find a piece. I don't want to cut every branch off of every one, but we can definitely cut some of them back, and I'm gonna cut one more there. There we are. So that's trimmed down. I'm gonna take these ones off as well. There we go. And one more. There we are. So that's come down quite a bit, which is good. So we give it some space to grow. And then what I like to do is just give it a quick, we'll check it to make sure it needs water, but some of the water sometimes just splashes. So I just give it a wipe to kind of clean it up so it doesn't get dirty. There we are. And we'll check the water. And we definitely have to fill up the water. You can actually see here, it's been a couple days, and you might actually be able to see it's definitely down below the fill line. So we will be, let's top up some of the water. So there's full, yeah, it's taking quite a bit. So definitely using the water now with all the herbs. So there we are. Let's take a look at some of the herbs we've grown here. So we'll lower the light back down, and you'll see if I do an update tomorrow, you'll see the light. What'll happen with the dill is if it touches the top of the light, it'll actually burn the little leaves. So you want to be careful with that. And there we go. There's an update. Trimming the Genovese basil and trimming off some of the other herbs. So we're getting a lot in this. Let's take a look on what we got. All right, so nice little bowl of, we've got some fresh dill to use up in an upcoming recipe. What I've actually tried, and if it turns out, I'm going to try and I'll show it on a video upcoming, but I've got it in the fridge here. Because with some of the dill, I actually trying to make refrigerator pickles. So I've got some cucumber pickling in here, and I'm trying a version without salt, so a low sodium version. So I'm gonna try these first, and if it works out on the recipe, because I've kind of played around with the recipe a little bit, if it works, I will do a demo on the channel, maybe one of the live streams. I've got a little bit of some chilies, not like dried chili in there too, to give it a bit of spice with some garlic. So we'll try that, and I think hopefully it looks pretty good, and that's what we've been using the dill for. So we've got the dill, a couple nice pieces of the Genovese basil there from the AeroGarden. So starting to really produce, which is great. And then I've left them over here. I've got a few sprigs of this is the Thai basil. So that's it. Put that there. I like to kind of wash them off before we give it a quick rinse with a little bit of water before we use them, just to wash any kind of dust and stuff off it. So I'll do that before we use it, but that's our update. Thanks for joining me. I will do another update kind of the next time there's something to do with the AeroGarden. I think we've kind of seen it grow. Everything's starting to obviously start to produce now. The mint is still a ways off, obviously, but parsley's coming up, thyme's coming up. So as we go, I will do updates on when we have to trim it, just to show kind of a continuous update how much we're actually getting from the AeroGarden. But these herbs I'm going to start to be using for recipes. What I'm kind of doing is saving them in the fridge. They'll last a few days after we trim them. So I will be doing them in upcoming recipes or the live stream. So be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell when I do go on. I'm going to start doing some more kind of impromptu live streams. I did a poll on my channel on the community tab. If you haven't seen that, you can jump over there and check out that after this video. Just a poll on some of the things that people wanted to see in the video, and some of them were a bit more Q&A and some more like impromptu kind of live streams at different times of the day, so they can catch up and kind of see some a bit more at different times when they're not necessarily available at 5, because normally at the live streams it's 5 o'clock. Dinner times, a lot of people now are starting back to work, which is awesome. So they can't always make it. So they're going to try and pop on some different times so they can. And then another idea I had, I don't have it out right now, I was reading it last night, is to possibly start doing a little bit of a recipe book club with people. I picked up the book from the Italian, and I don't even know where, it must be it's in the other room. So I picked up that book, Marcella Hazan's Italian cookbook, and I've been doing lots of recipes from that and trying them out on the live stream, but trying them out at home, making stuff for lunch, that kind of thing. And my kind of idea is to jump on at a live stream in the morning, not necessarily in the kitchen, but just going over some recipes, maybe planning some meals for the week with everybody, just to get an idea and try different things. But hopefully, if some people, we choose the recipes and kind of have a book club with the cookbook, learn a few things together, decide on some recipes to cook for that month, just to see if we can try some new things, and then kind of come back and share our experiences and what recipes we tried, what ones we liked, what ones we didn't like, that kind of thing. So I think that would be a lot of fun. Maybe find some cookbooks to learn along the way with everybody. There's some neat cookbooks out there, and a lot of them, I do have some, but there's other ones I want to get. It'd be great to share some of the recipes with everybody and have everybody learn. We can all learn together. There we go. Long update about everything and the AeroGardens. But anyways, thanks everybody for joining me. I will catch you on the next AeroGarden update. If you want to catch up on the beginning from the unboxing to the stage we're at right now with the AeroGarden, I've got a whole playlist of the videos. Check them out, skip through the days, see the different stages. If you are growing one for yourself and have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will answer them in an upcoming video. So thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you on the next video and see you on the next live stream, and have a great day.